All right, let's get to headlines.
Last week, final week of organized team activities, as they're called in the NFL. Sometimes teams just do little fun off-field things, like play paintball, and that's what the New England Patriots did, and it was revealed by their linebacker, Kyle Van Noy, that he was shot in the face by a paintball by his coach, Bill Belichick.
Here's what I love about this, is I just saw the headline, and I like to imagine a world where they were not playing paintball. I like to imagine a world where Van Noy just walked into the locker room and Belichick shot him point blank in the face with a paintball gun and was just like, gotta have your head in a swivel. You know, and I think with Gronkowski out, that Belichick is just up to no good. And he is. And most players, is Van Noy a rookie? Did he not know this was coming?
He's coming off an incredible performance in the Super Bowl. This guy's a veteran.
It's all the more reason to bring him back down to earth.
Right.
With a shot to the face with a paintball gun. And I guarantee Belichick did not apologize.
Of course not.
I guarantee Belichick just kind of like chuckled to himself and then shot the rest of his team in the face with a paintball gun.
It's what makes him so great. What other coach is doing that? The thing I liked most about it was the player, Kyle Van Noy, was embarrassed about the whole thing. He didn't even reveal that. I think a reporter asked him what was wrong. He had something like you could see,
right between the eyes?
You could see an imprint. No, because they have a mask on, but since it hit him right in the face, like the mask kind of like the mask caved in or something and made a big dent like on the bridge of his nose, and they were making fun of him, and they asked him, and he kind of was talking about it, and then as he's talking about it, like another player come by and be like, ask him who did it, because they fucking love it, because Bill Belichick is taking people out.
I could see Belichick just sitting at home watching TV, like holding a paintball gun casually. Like this was like the greatest moment of his life, was shooting someone in the face. I bet he tries to get the NFL to change the rules every year, that he's allowed to shoot people in the face with a paintball gun during games.
Wait, he has it at home on the couch just like in case someone knocks on the door and then he shoots them in the face?
He just likes the way it feels in his hand. You know what I mean? He just like can't wait to use it and was thrilled to shoot someone in the face with a paintball gun.
What a week it's been on Twitter. You know, our president having some choice tweets. OJ was back in the mix. We don't need to talk about OJ. He gets enough attention. But Bill Cosby came back to Twitter. You know, he'd been gone. I don't know if you've been following him. Probably not, Anthony. But he jumped back on after a long hiatus from Twitter and gave some advice on Father's Day to all the fathers out there, calling himself America's dad and giving them some life lessons.
Here's what I love. Like, first, the OJ thing, I saw him on Twitter and was just like, this is ridiculous. And I like that people followed him, like, en masse to see what would happen, and then, like, felt guilty and, like, just unfollowed him en masse. That he's got, like, a couple 100,000 followers, but it was up to, like, 500,000 at one point, and people were like, stop following this guy. What are you doing?
And then they were like, surprised and, like, feigned outrage. Like, I can't believe this OJ guy. Like, wasn't sure if he was a bad guy or not, but the Twitter account did it.
Yeah. But Bill Cosby calling himself America, people are like mad that he's calling himself America's dad.
He said, hey, it's America's dad.
Bill Cosby is America's dad in the same way that the Cowboys are America's team. Like, it makes me crazy that the Cowboys call themselves America's team. No one voted on this. No one. The country is a big place. Dallas is a huge city, but they are not America's team. You can put a star on your helmet, all right? Or you can give women pills to make them fall asleep so you can have sex with them. It doesn't make you America's dad or America's team. So I think that Bill Cosby should be forced to team up with the Cowboys for some sort of come to Jesus moment about whose team and whose dad they are. But it drives me crazy that the Cowboys call themselves America's team.
You know who called them it? There is a story. The NFL Films called them America's team in some video, and then they just latched onto that and then started calling themselves it after that.
Who was it from the NFL?
It's like 40, 50 years ago. You know those videos where like every year each team has a video, and it's like Rise to Glory, the story of the 1979 Steelers. And it was like one year they called them America's team. And
yeah,
they
but
were
remember,
let's do that.
I feel like the Atlanta Braves for a while were America's team, and it was like, no, Ted Turner just said that, and people were like, oh, okay, like it does not matter. I would rather Bill Cosby represent America than the Cowboys or the Braves.
Our final story is from Harpersville, New York, where it was announced this week there will be no more babies for April, the giraffe that enthralled viewers worldwide with 2 streamed pregnancies and birth. They have put April, who has had 5 kids over the last few years, on birth control.
I believe they call them calves. And only want to talk about the story just to say this. I'm all about rights. I'm all about not shaming anyone for what they do. That being said, that giraffe's a whore.